I am now proud to present to you the life and times of Ernest Miller Hemingway in approximately 3.5 minutes. Go! Born in Chicago in 1899, son of a physician and a musician, reasonably uneventful childhood, decided to study journalism, enlisted with the Red Cross during World War I, got blown up in Milan, and spent 6 months in hospital with severe shrapnel wounds in both legs. Fell in love with a nurse. They decided to get married. He came home to prepare, she stayed there and ditched him for an Italian soldier, which initiated a lifelong pattern of rejecting women before they had the chance to reject him. He got a job as a foreign correspondent, fell in love with his roommate's sister, married him, and moved to Paris. They hung out with Gertrude Stein, they kicked it with Pablo Picasso. He started writing in earnest, no pun intended, moved to Toronto, had a kid, moved back to Paris, published a couple more books, cheated on his wife, got divorced, married the other woman, converted to Catholicism, cut his head open after pulling on a cord thinking it was flushing a toilet, and instead ripped a skylight from the roof and smashed it onto his face, moved to Kansas City, had another kid, his dad offed himself, he shot a lot of bears for some reason, had a car accident, had another kid, went to Africa to kill some more wild animals and got dysentery, karma, published another book, moved to Cuba, shot himself in the leg whilst aiming at a shark, cheated on his wife, got divorced, married the other woman, published For Whom the Bell Tolls, sold 500,000 copies in a couple of months and got nominated for a Pulitzer Prize, cheated on his wife, got divorced, married the other woman, became the self-appointed leader of a band of village militia outside of Paris, and was subsequently brought up on charges for contravening the Geneva Convention, and got away with it like an effing champion. Got pneumonia, moved back to Cuba, and spent most of his spare time on his boat, tracking Nazi U-boats with a machine gun and a pile of hand grenades. This is all true, by the way. Had a few more car accidents, 3 more concussions, got clawed while playing with a lion, got depressed, drank, got fat, published a couple more books, went back to Africa to shoot some more wild animals, and barely survived 2 separate plane crashes in the space of 24 hours, running up with a fractured skull, internal bleeding, cracked spine, ruptured liver, first-degree burns, and a paralyzed sphincter muscle. Karma! Won a Nobel Prize, had a file opened on him by J. Edgar Hoover, left a bunch of stuff in a safe in Cuba and moved to Idaho because he was paranoid the feds were following him, which they were because he spent most of the 1940s working for the KGB. Again, not making this up. Suffer from hepatitis, nephritis, hypertension, hemochromatosis, anemia, and impotence. Karma again. Got committed, received way too much electroconvulsive therapy and came out all screwed up. Started hinting at offing himself, so immediately got recommitted. Received a couple more months of electroconvulsive therapy, got released, put both barrels of his 2 favorite 12-gauge shotgun into his mouth, and blew his effing head off. What a guy!